Hello, I'm Jack Robinson, founder of Superyacht Technology, and we're here with Savage Lighting and Julie, who I think many of you know within the industry, and we're doing a second edition of Talking Tech. So, hello Julie, thanks for coming along today.
You're very welcome.
A few questions for you. So, tell us how you started in the superyacht industry.
It was pure accident, really. I used to have my own business running and supporting small companies, setting up procedures, sales tracing pipelines, and looking at ways to grow the business. I was called in by then the current owners, and it was meant to last for 6 months, but soon enough I became seduced by the superyacht industry. I love the environment, the clients, and the construction of such amazing vessels. I'm just entering my 16th year now, so it's been a very long 6 months.
Congratulations on your 16th year. As you know, what we wanted to do here with basically Superyacht Technology is focus also on the aspect of women in technology and more specifically for the superyacht industry, why there are so few. Why do you think there are so few women in tech?
I'm not really sure. I think it's the same. The marine industry, I suppose, is like any construction trade. It was, and it still is, very male-dominated environment. At the start, I found it a little bit intimidating, but I think you build the trust, you deliver what's promised, and show sometimes that actually we have the bigger balls.
I think everybody knows you in the industry very, very well by now. And do you think there's any ways we could maybe encourage more women into the sector?
I think they just need to feel safe, I suppose. The presence of women has significantly increased over the recent years. I'm not sure how we can encourage anybody to do anything really, but they should embrace it. They understand that even though it's worldwide, it is a very small community, the superyacht industry, and we are like one big family. As a woman that's travelled the world, I've always felt very comfortable and very safe within the superyacht environment, and it always seems that there's always a family member around to help you out should you, need anything. And it's, just deliver what you promise really. And as long as you show the commitment, then it shouldn't matter if it's male or female. Anybody could succeed in it.
You've also got your daughter in the business, so this is actually a family business as well. So how did Amy come to be?
Well, I suppose in some ways Amy's grew up within the business. She was 10 when I got involved. Amy first came to me after she did her A-levels and asked if I would give her a job, of which I said no. I said she needed to experience working life with somebody else, so that I wanted her to see what the expectations are of employees by an employer. I said after a year, ask me again and I would see. As with any child, she remembered, she didn't forget, and she had enrolled herself on a business degree course and had proven that she was committed to learn the roles of the business properly. Therefore, I gave her the chance, and to be fair, she has proven to be an absolute asset to us. She never ever takes advantage, and fortunately has the same passion and drive that I've always had for the industry.
You've seen like the evolution, if you like, of lighting from I believe 3 companies when you first started, through various types of technology into the era of maybe LED, some would say, and where do you think lighting is going next?
To be honest with you, I mean, when I started it was very easy. You'd got the halogen incandescent bulbs and you switched it on, you switched it off, you dimmed it down, you dimmed it up, and that was it. With the evolution of LEDs, then everybody wants colour changing, they want mood setting, so obviously it's advanced a lot on the aesthetics that you can do on lighting now. We can control anything, we can set settings, so you've got daylight, you've got evening, you can have dinner menu, you could even have your boat changing mood to colours if you want, but that's with the LED. LEDs took quite nearly a decade really to get to the stage of where it is today. At the beginning, the colour temperatures, they just weren't right. You'd have the ghosting grey effect, but I think now, with how it's evolved, the colour is pretty good now. From my personal point of view, I think that there's still a lot to be done with LED. However, as I understand, that there's a lot of researchers that say that the next thing to evolve after LED is laser. Now, I've not really researched this myself, but there's a considerable amount of benefits to LED, so the researchers say, and the fact that the laser can produce up to 1,000 times as much light, only 2/3 of the energy. So obviously, from an energy point of view and the environment and everything else, that is something that obviously people are looking into. But for now, LED is still very much the way forward, and they're constantly improving, and people are much more educated on LEDs and the positive use of them today of what they were in the beginning.
So I suppose we're going to end up with possible full light shows and
You do, yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's gone from, you know, like I say, just mood lighting to now we can do anything.
I think we know about the mood and lighting in early February here in England.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah.
On that front.
It's not the best light, is it?
So why do you think in particular, I know you're offering as well kind of an all-encompassing solution, which is very much always obviously what the superyacht industry wants, is to deal with one person they know and trust that can deliver a solution. Is that why you think people are choosing Savage Lighting to work with?
I think that we've always had an excellent reputation with our quality. We have our own engineering facility, and you know, engineered fixtures have always been the focal point for Savage. We have the ability to manufacture in-house. The quality is always exceptional, and the adaptability to the client requirements makes us stand out from everybody else. Of course, we've built up an outstanding reputation within the superyacht industry, as with all, you know. Also, things have gone wrong in the past, but it's how you deal with things. We never leave anything unresolved. So we've got not only, you know, exceptional quality, we've got exceptional first-class customer service back up, and the trust of some of the industry's largest super yacht builders and designers. Yeah. With much more technical aspect of lighting. Obviously, we've then teamed up with the experts to offer a full lighting solution to the clients, from technical specification surveys to complete lighting and control packages. We can take care of the project from start to finish. Just one point of contact, we can bring the team together and ensure compatibility, costs and deadlines are met. This is a massive time saving for any captain, engineer, designer, especially within the refit market. That's proven to be very successful.
And without mentioning any specific projects, are you feeling that things are getting more exuberant, more extravagant with lighting? Are they becoming fused with design, I suppose?
Definitely, you know. And, you know, lighting is a major factor on a super yacht. And if somebody else has got something next door to you, and his is all singing and dancing, and you've got light to sound music and everything else, then I'm sure that somebody will be inquiring to see where that's come from. And, you know, we all want, you know, it's a nice bit of competition, I suppose, but you've also got to look at other ways, you know, to make it stand out from what your competitor is offering.
Yeah. Well, you know, I hope we're going to see more women in technology, and certainly we've been very impressed by what we've seen here so far today. We're actually going to be doing a bit of a tour of the facility. We will be also looking at various other VR tour also at some point. So my understanding is that sometimes lighting companies are brought in quite late in a project. Where do you see the kind of the key part about being brought in, and how does this influence the final project?
Well, on the large yachts, that doesn't really affect us as such, because I work very closely with the designers and architects in the very early design stages. We build and bring the ideas to reality, and often the design and technical schemes are planned quite a few years before the fixtures and the actual vessel actually goes into production. I am involved in the early stages in the interior design to ensure that the fixture details and finishes are within the design specifications, and work very closely with the electrical contractors to ensure wiring, schematics and technical control is understood early on. So from my point of view, I get involved from the very beginning. It may be then, you know, once we've got everything into place and, you know, designs are finalised and, you know, controls finalised, that we might not even start to produce that fixture then till 2 years down the line. Then I think that's, you know, especially on the interiors, the light fixture is one of the last things that actually go in, because it's on the final furnishing stages. And obviously, you know, we do some exceptional bespoke surface coverings, and from gold plating to leather finishes and everything to match the interior decor. So, you know, you've got to treat it the same. It's not just a light fixture, it is a part of jewellery for that boat.
sure. I think we did some reviews of some products at CES, and we saw more and more transition from fixed lighting to the actual tiles, the actual materials things are made from are the lights themselves. These bio-organic LED.
Well, that's right, and also, you know, there's a lot of artwork, a lot of stonework. So, you know, we have to look at ways to, you know, we've lit up stone bars and marble and everything else. So there's a different application for that. So that has to be there, and that would be fixed in before the final fixtures. But a lot of the bespoke finishes that we do, you know, it's very detailed and very expensive to match in with the interior design.
Well, actually, funnily enough, within this same edition of the February edition of Superyacht Technology, we are doing another article which is basically called When Art Meets Technology, and the fusion, and more the integration and the fusion between art, the demands of the owners for things to be, you know, beautiful and, you know, practical in terms of the technology as well, and the two blending very much. Well, thank you very much for coming along and talking to us on Talking Tech today. And after this, we're going to do a VR tour of the whole facility. We're going to look at how the lights are produced, stage by stage, and then we'll bring those to you in a series of mini documentaries over the next month.